Hello, Leo. Hello, Leo. How are you? Welcome to your reading. This is for your week ahead, August 12th to August 18th, 2019. I hope you all doing well. Leo, you Leo's been having a lot going on. This is going to be for all the Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. You got some intense stuff happening that's been happening. Let me say that, Leo. I don't know what you're doing this week ahead, but we're gonna look into that shit and see if it's still intense like it's been lately for you. So we're gonna take a look at what is your theme in the week ahead, Leo. And then we're gonna use a mini Celtic cross. Where we're gonna take a look at where you're at in present, your current energy, what your challenges that you're trying to cope or deal with or address, and what's underneath all that shit. And then we're going to see what's in your recent past that went down and what's on your mind, what you're thinking about. And then we're going to look at what's in your future and what's your likely outcome that could also be your advice. And then we're going to see what, the overall energy is and focus for you, okay? But let's take a look at what the theme is first. Spirit, what is the theme for Leo in the week ahead, August 12th to August 18th, 2019, that Leos are dealing with? What is the theme for Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements, August 12th to August 18th. Ooh, here we go. That was quick. You got Judgment. Okay, Leo, you got Judgment. You making decisions. You may be trying to liberate yourself with Judgment here. You could be being criticized, or you could be the criticizer. But with Judgment here, this is you after some results. You may be feeling weighed down by something. Okay, because there's some important decisions you need to make. Okay, you may be feeling weighed down by some decisions you need to make, or you may be feeling weighed down by criticisms of others, or you may have a lot on your shoulders that there's a need for you to be critical about, or maybe you're being overcritical. But you're carrying something heavy that you're dealing with. You could be being critical of yourself at this time. But you got Judgment, that's for sure. What are you making decisions around? What you trying to get results with? Or who is criticizing you, Leo? Or who are you criticizing? What are you scrutinizing? Or who's scrutinizing you? What's going on? Because it feels like you're weighed down by something. Something you might need to do, something maybe you don't want to do, or something about how to go about doing maybe. Or something that you've been doing. But you weighed down by that shit. You got a lot on your shoulders that you're carrying here. So we're going to take a look and see what the fuck this is. Something seems final. Is that it? Something going to be finalized? I saw the Three of Swords try to peek out. So this could be a three-party situation for you, Leo. And somebody hurt. Is that you, or are you hurting somebody? Or is everybody getting fucked up? You tell me. I don't know. Let's see. So, Spirit, August 12th to August 18th, 2019 for Leo. What is Leo at present? What is Leo's challenge? What is at the root cause below? What is in Leo's past? What is Leo thinking about? What is in Leo's future? What is Leo's likely outcome that can also act as advice? And from the bottom of the deck, what is Leo's overall energy and focus with the week ahead, August 12th to August 18, 2019, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it has to do with judgment? What is going on for Leo in the week ahead that Leo needs to know about? Is it has to do with judgment being the theme for Leo, please? Thank you. Okay. Let's see what you got popping, Leo. I hope you're all doing well. Did I say that? I meant to say that. I hope you're all doing well. I mean, despite the judgment and all. I'm just saying. I care. Okay, so let's get into this. Some duality. Some possible double-mindedness. Well. So, Leo, at the bottom of the deck, you got the Five of Pentacles. Now, with this is your focus, with this Five of Pentacles, I feel like it's time to go. I feel like this is about you feeling like it's time to go. It's either like it's time for you to go, or time for who you're dealing with to go, or just time for something that's going on in your world to go. There's a change needed, and you looking at that shit. She looking at this. Okay? The Five of Pentacles does talk about, feeling like you out in the cold or been cast out or nobody cares, or you could be experiencing some lack in your resources, your finances, your circumstances, your situation. And, you may be intently focusing on how to recover from all of that or something specifically, maybe even a relationship. But this feels like more about you focus on how to leave, how to go, how to change, how to make the changes to leave or make the changes to go, or for someone else to leave, or for something to leave, or to just change in your world. You want changes in your world, that's for sure. You're looking at how to make changes in your world, but it's like changes where shit gotta go, but also that there's shit or somebody that needs to go, but also that you ready to go, you ready to leave. Okay, you want something different happening. What's underneath that is the Four of Swords. You contemplating, you considering, you meditating on the changes you want to make, how you want to build something that could be broken down, or something that isn't working, or something that's just simply lacking for you. And so you making considerations, you're trying to look at things and get perspective. It's like you want perspective. It's like you may even be weighed down looking towards the universe to guide you here, because if you take a look, it's like she got the universe on her shoulders, right? Like the world is on her shoulders, perhaps. Maybe you feel like that, like everything comes down to you and your decisions, what you do or don't do, or you just feel like everything's on you. Okay, with Judgment here. But this is you focusing on how to recover, how to build or maybe rebuild. Okay, and you considering, you trying to meditate on this shit and think this through. Okay, you might not be clear on how to progress forward to make these changes to build. This could be around with the Pentacles. This could be anything. This could be to do with your money, relationships, work. This could be anything. This could be even your health. But notice there's only this one person. So this comes down to you knowing what changes you need to make, or what changes you want to see happen in your world where you've been experiencing lack, and it's like you ready to do something about it, and you trying to see what the fuck that is you should be doing. And so that may be weighing on you a lot at this time, because where you at right now, you got a lot of twos here. Okay. You have three twos. You got the two of pentacles. So this is about things going on in your material and physical plane. You got the two of wands. This is around your actions and your spirit. And you got two of swords as a clarifier. This is about decisions and doing what gives you peace, or trying to be unblocked, or trying to um, weigh up the options and make the right choice. Or you might be clouded at this time. But where you're at in the present is you got this two of pentacles. And the first thing coming to mind here is that you juggling two motherfuckers. That you juggling two people. Okay, and you doing it and doing it and doing it well. You're getting some sort of turbulence around that, but I feel like if you are, you the cause of it. I don't know how you are, but you the cause of it. If some things is a little out of balance or a little amok, because it's like this could be running smooth for you, but if there's any turbulence, it's like, or any imbalance, it's like somehow you might be the one causing that imbalance by something you do or something you say, something you don't do or something you don't say, something you omit or something that you just reveal. I don't know, but this is you at a place of balance, maintaining balance, juggling. I don't feel that, because with this two of pentacles, you see she's standing on one foot, so it doesn't feel like you juggling and balancing things is all that difficult for you, or that it needs to be. But it's like if there's any issue with you balancing things, it's like it's because you might be the one doing it. And I say that because she's choosing to stand on one foot instead of using two to firm up her position. Mm-hmm. Yes. And this could be matters of the heart. And I say that because she's wearing green. And with this red hat, this may be around your stability and your security. So this could be around your home foundation, or your financial foundation, or your work foundation, or all of that shit. Okay. So your challenge here is the two of wands. Your plans. You're having challenges with your plans, Leo. Okay. Um, what kind of stability you want to create, what kind of security you want for yourself. How do you want to go about carving your path, your way for yourself forward? What kind of dominion you want to be over here with this two of wands? This is about decisions. You may be having difficulties making decisions, which is why judgment is here. You may be feeling weighed down by this shit. You know, there may be a lot to consider, or you just may not want to be in that position. But this is you needing to make decisions. You're having challenges with your plans, or challenges with making decisions, or challenges with taking, a taking action in a specific direction or towards something specific. You might be in the middle. Moni in the middle. Where's she at? In the middle, yeah. So, yeah, you're trying to decide how you want to balance things, how you want to juggle things, how you want to change things. You may be in two minds, or you may be back and forth, you know, or you just may have, two ideas that, both of those ideas seem viable to you, and it's hard to choose. But at the root of this is the world. This is you wanting the whole world in your hands. You want the whole world in your hands. You want it all, Leo. You want it all. You want the success. You want the wholeness. You want things to culminate. You want You want to celebrate. You want to conclude business. You want to have peace. You want to reap the rewards. Okay, with the world here. This is you wanting attainment. This is you focusing on how to master your world, perhaps. How to get shit done. What it is that you want to make happen for yourself. And whatever it is somehow, some way, the hang up for you may be because you want it all. Greedy, are you, Leo? Or you just feeling real deserving? Maybe it's both. You tell me, Leo. In the recent past, you got this Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, you might have been trying to hold on to a situation, maybe trying to hold on to your money. You could be trying to, with this Four of Pentacles, hold on to your security and stability, or maintain security and stability. Or maybe you might be trying to see how to secure something in the recent past. You may have felt stuck in the recent past. You may have felt stuck. There might have been something you were holding on to. And, with the Two of Pentacles being where you are now, you might be working on releasing shit. You might be also saying too much. But with the World here, you might want completion with something. You might want to bring it into a cycle, okay, that you are in. Because what's on your mind is this Page of Swords. I feel like you're on guard. I feel like, you have new considerations before you that you're thinking about. And I feel like those new considerations are starting to cloud your judgment, or starting to make your plan murky, or, what you may be considering may be causing things to get, distorted, or become confusing or blurred. But you may be with the Page of Swords because he's holding the sword in his hand, okay? So you may be holding some sort of truth back, some sort of communication back with this Page of Swords, because whatever it is cutting, right? It'll be blunt but true. It might be something that's reckless. It might even be something that, ends up cutting you in the process, because he's holding that blade in his hand, and the blade can cut him too, right? But, this may be you dealing with some sort of communication, some sort of news. You might be trying to cut something away or protect yourself here. So let's take a closer look at that Page of Swords that's on your mind. Seven of Swords. Ooh. So what's on your mind is you are strategizing. You are perhaps thinking about how to get away or escape, maybe get away with something. But notice that this Seven of Swords is looking at the Page of Swords. So you're considering your plans. But you may have a lot of people in your ear, or others in your ear with all these birds around, and that might be getting in the way of your plans and what you want to do, because you may be taking, other people or whoever else is in your ear, taking what they say into consideration. The question here is what they're saying something that you should be considering? And whether you do or not, what is more important is whatever anybody else's 2 cents or input is it causing you to cloud your judgment, not see clearly? Okay. Now, there could be some spying involved on your part or who you're dealing with. But, with the Seven of Swords, there may have been some betrayal at play, some deception here, which is possible. There might be some lies being told, or some truth coming out to clear up the lies. But this is you focusing on how to protect yourself, thinking about perhaps how to have success in bringing something to an end or completing something. So it's important for you to have a clear mind, because I feel like, you're lacking clarity here. You could be lacking judgment in the decisions that you're making. Your decisions may not be, you might not be making the right choices. But it feels like if you are not making the right choices, it may be on purpose, or as a result of who is in your ear, or just how you feel about shit. So in the future, you do have this Nine of Pentacles. So this here is about you experiencing some gain. or it being very resourceful. Because with all that blue, this is as it has to do with that blue, the throat chakra. So this might be you communicating your authentic truth, not being shy, speaking out, not being afraid to speak and express yourself. And seeing all this, what is that, like gold, orange? It's more orange to me. This is more like the sacral chakra. This is you expressing your feelings, your emotions. Okay. There may or may not be any guilt or regret, but you are expressing how the fuck you feel, and you're focusing on gaining for yourself here. You want to prosper, you want to be grounded. You might want to be single, because this is the single card also. You might be heading towards singlehood. Let's take a closer look at that. Knight of Swords. Well, you're taking action. Somebody taking action to cut something away. Okay, to get something handled. And that knight, that knight is protected, got his sword up, and he knows where he's going, it looks like, despite the storm. I feel like, you're dealing with some difficulties and challenges, but you, it's like you know where you want to go, but you know something? Yeah, it's like you know where you want to go, like you want to be single, or you're focused on, your money and gaining and prospering with your money. But, I feel like your heart is in this, because I see all this green. There's a heart of the matter here for you. And then you may be struggling with you. It's like you know what you want to do, but you might be struggling with taking action, because the way in which to be precise or to do things may not be all that clear cut, depending on the circumstances, or it's just not all that clear cut because there's some confusion, or um, you got something going on in you, with you. But with this Knight of Swords, it's like you're able to cut through the confusion. You're able to guard yourself against any confusion, issues, or obstacles, or turbulence you're dealing with, where you can still gain in the situation. But it's like, if this is about you focusing on becoming single, even if it's not clear how you're going to make that happen, you are definitely determined to do so. Okay? You're focused on that you will not be swayed with. But you're trying to bring something to an end, or you are focusing on your plans. This may be you focusing on your plans and trying to be logical, and that's not easy right now because there's so many things involved. There may be people involved, and so there's a lot going on in your mind towards your plan, or having logic around it, or how to um, take action. So in the future, your outcome is the Fool. The Fool with the Two of Swords. So this is about you needing to make decisions, or you may be feeling stuck about what decision or option to make. Now, with the Fool here, seeing all this red and all this green, this is around your stability and your security. This is about, things that are the heart of the matter for you. This could be a relationship or two relationships that you are involved in, that you need to make a choice about both. Or this is you trying to make decisions on how to break free, how to go in a new direction, how to have a new start, a new beginning for yourself. And so, with that moon energy here, there could be some uneasiness, uncertainty. You may be lacking clarity. You may not be sure what the options are, or you don't know what to choose if you do have those options. You may be trying to allow yourself to get to a place where you're at peace and are intuitively guided here. But this is you as your outcome, trying to make decisions on having your new start, having your new beginning, seeing how to take care of that. You could be being rebellious, or someone could be rebellious towards you. There could be an air of irresponsibility here on your part, or who you're dealing with, or all that this has to do with. But this feels like it's really about you and your journey, about what is happening in your world and how you want to manifest your world or change it, where you have success and attainment towards what you are choosing to rebuild. You might be trying to build yourself a new foundation, or maybe you're trying to rebuild the foundation that you have, or maybe you are struggling between those two options. And if this is money, you're focusing on how to build that money, and you might have difficulties with your strategy. But this feels like you're having difficulties with strategizing and planning and just being decisive. I feel you're indecisive here. But with the Fool as your advice, this is talking about you having some boldness. Okay, there might be a need for you to be more mindful about how carefree you could be behaving or how reckless you may be, but also to not be a coward if that may be an energy you are dealing with, about the choices and decisions that need to be made, or about perhaps you may be feeling judged or how you're judging things. But be mindful of how you manage your time and your efforts, that you don't find yourself doing things that place you in a space of wastelessness. And if you are lacking in experience towards where you want to have freedoms or see things done or changed, or um, be built up, or restored or replenished, there may be a need for you to focus on being more curious about how to take care and have more responsibility, but for also you to maintain your optimism despite whether you feel stuck in your mind, or stuck in your plans, or what path to take, or what actions you want to you know carry out. And even if it's an issue about what needs to change, or whether or not you want to change something, or how to juggle or balance things. So let's get some guidance for you, Leo. Just don't be foolish. Don't do foolish shit. Don't be foolish. Don't be reckless. Um, wow, look at that. Your guidance here is observe your attitude. Mm. Determine whether you spend most of your energy in a positive or negative frame of mind. Do you have to remind yourself to be positive, or are you naturally that way? The goal here is to become mindful of whether you're unconsciously positive or negative. That is your guidance. Okay? What is your attitude here? Observe your attitude. How is your attitude influencing your world and your circumstances, your decisions and your plans, your objectives towards whatever it is that you want to have completion, success, or attainment around? Because your attitude may be getting in the way of that shit for your ability to create that change, to either regain, to rebuild, whatever it is that you're working on, whether this is your money, or this is what's going on in your world with others, or with work, whatever this is. Observe your attitude in relation to the judgment. Because if this is about you being overcritical, you need to cut that shit out. Forgive yourself, get a sense of humor about it, maybe smile and laugh through it a few times, and just plow through the problems as best as you can, knowing that you're putting your best foot forward. But observe your attitude, because your attitude is coloring how things are playing out for you in the week. So, are you having a negative mindset or a positive one, or is that a struggle for you this week with both? I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.